Hi, this is Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Shadow Meowdas from Fortnite. Let's go in there at the top. We're going to have him sort of here and then riding sort of a golden shark skeleton, okay? So let's try this one out, okay? So let's get to the center. Just off, we're going to start drawing his hair. So it's got like a little quiff. So I'm just going to sort of draw like a cool little curve up in there. Bring it around. It's got a little bit of hair sort of coming down here as well. So just going to take my pen, just curve it around. Bring it back up and just cap it off. So I've got sort of like two little bits sort of flying out there, around there. Either side of that, I've got his ears. So just gonna do a little pointed area there. And just at the side of this one, just at the back here, so a little sort of point there as well. This then continues down here. So I'm just gonna draw a sort of face sort of going down around there. Let's just pop a little bit of a hint of sort of the ears in there as well. Now I've got to that point, I'm going to draw some little whiskers. I'm going to just bring my pen, like curve it out either side a little bit. First of all, just a little whisker either side of that. And then let's do a slightly bigger one. I'm going to do a larger one on this left-hand side. So bring it around like that. And on this side, we see a little bit less of it actually. So just a little hint of that, and then maybe just a little sort of chip in there as well. Another little bit on this side, maybe just a hint of more there. Then I can come down, sort of curve my pen round to a sort of chin and back up. So I'm just going to take my pen at the side of that whisker, sort of come down, curve around, draw a little bit of a chin. Then we're just going to bring the pen back round to the edge there. While I'm there, I might as well just draw the rest of that. So I'm going to draw, first of all, we'll get the mouth in. So let's bring the pen down to about this point. Let's just pop a dot there. And I'm gonna draw just like a little sort of pouty bit coming out either side. So two little curves. And then I'm gonna just draw a little line sort of heading upwards either side of that, okay? A little bit of a sort of chin underneath. So I'm just gonna sort of just give a hint, little curve underneath that. Then I'm going to do the eyes. So go to the center here. Let's go to the right a bit, and I'm just going to do a diagonal curve up this way. So probably from about this point, I'm just going to curve my pen up and out. And on this side, same sort of thing. I'm going to bring my pen, sort of bring it along, curve it, and up like that. Then I'm going to come down on that side, and this side I'm going to come down like that, okay? And just draw a little bit of a scowl, a sort of eyebrow either side, just a couple more diagonal lines, and maybe just a little bit underneath that. This eye, I'm going to just draw a little curve and a little bit in the inside there just to show that. This one I'm going to leave, but there is a little chip of like a scar either side of that, so I'm just going to give a hint of a scar along there, okay? Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's get on to the rest of him. This one is based on kind of like the loading screen from Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix. So I'm going to just pop the shoulders in. He's got sort of got a hand coming up here and out this way. So coming down about here, there's like a little shoulder. There's like a little shoulder sort of pad there holding the, like his gun element. And then it sort of comes around and the arm of it sort of comes down this way and kind of out like that. I'm quite keen to get the hand in. So I've sort of drawn along this way here. The arm sort of goes underneath, and it'd be nice to get that hand in. So I'm just going to take my pen where that bit is there. I'm just going to draw a nice curve around here, just a nice sort of curve like that. That's the inner part of his palm. If I bring this out a bit further out like that, that's like a little claw of his thumb. Bring your pen back round. That's like his thumb area. We're going to go to the palm of his hand, so just a nice little curve here. Then I'll go back up here and I'm just going to set my pen up here a bit higher and then curve it around this way. Little claw at the end there. And then we're just going to bring the pen round, curve it inwards to the finger. This is the hand, so you think like the fingers there, the rest of his fingers are coming up this way. So I'm just going to curve it around. Bring the pen out for the next finger and along like that. Nice little chip for a curve of a claw. I can curve my pen back round and inwards again. We come back round, like the palm keeps on going around here, so just curve it out there There's another little finger, so just bring your pen out. Again, a little chip finger and in. And then we've got a final one sort of coming down here, so it just sort of comes out from this point, sort of angular finger and chip of pen there, and then bring your finger area in like that. Then we can just draw the rest of the palm of the hand there. And we can just draw, there we are, a couple of little curves, sort of gives a hint. It's like the underneath of his palm of the hand. And maybe we can just draw in like just a couple of little bits like that, just to kind of show that the claw's there. Now I've got that bit in, I can just continue the rest of this arm. So I've got the hand here, kind of like a big sort of chunky arm comes underneath this bit. Let's curve it around behind the pen here, nice and around there. It's like, it's got his sleeves rolled up, I guess. So this is like his forearm. And then this kind of just comes into the shot like here. This sort of area is a bit of a strap, so we can just sort of curve it around like that. And then it's got like a holster here, so I'm just going to draw a little holster area in there, like that. And he's got like the barrel, the end of the gun, sorry, just like this. I'm just going to do a little curve, bring it out there. I think there's a little sort of keychain on that. And that kind of works like that. This can now sort of just curve into those areas there, like that. And we're starting to build the picture up. Let's go over to this side. We can draw this arm coming out here. So again, sort of the shoulder sort of is around this point. So the shoulder comes up here, the sleeve of his arm's coming this way. And then about here, sort of about that point, I think the rest of his sort of sleeves coming around. So we'll just draw a little curve like that, curve it around nice like this. Again, we've got these sort of little gun bits. So I'm just gonna kind of give a hint that there's like the end of the guns there. And coming down here, we've got a little rectangle of this holster. And now I've got that, I can kind of just curve in where his chest muscle will be. So I'm just gonna do a nice little curve in there and then bring my pen down like that. So I've kind of got these little elements in. This side, the rest of his arm, kind of tapers away now. So I'm just gonna do like the bicep area, kind of tapers in, comes out again where the forearm is and kind of sort of down. This sort of comes out where the forearm is as well, and then in, sort of really tapers in, and he's got his hand in a fist, so I just need to draw a little curve around here, bring my pen out and around, and that's all I really need to do there, kind of show his arm. Got another strap area just around here, so I'm just gonna draw a couple of curves up like that. I kind of got those bits in, that's quite good. Right, continue with the outlines. So as we come out here, kind of like his jacket sort of comes down sort of this way. He's got this sort of strap area on his leg, so that's just like a little curve. And we'll just pop it a little bit stronger on the edge to kind of show it's 3D. And it's got like a knee coming up here, so I'm gonna just draw a line there. Join that line up to sort of the edge of this circle where his foot is. The rest of his leg sort of comes around sort of this way. And then this is his knee, so it sort of comes down here, the trouser area, down like that. This side as well, sort of like got the rest of his trouser, and it kind of flares out here. There's a little sort of bit there where it's kind of like almost like riding this shark. On this side, the inner part we've drawn here, we can just bring that down and in, and that's like his top, and then we can just bring out the trouser here, so that probably comes out to about sort of this point. I'm just going to kind of just go a little bit higher than where we just made that bit there, a little curve there, and just bring out a little leg, bring it to about there, and then we can just bring it down. This side, the inner part of his leg, that just tapers up to that area there, and then it comes out there, so we've got those legs in there. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at this shark. So I've got this like crazy shark coming up here. It's like his back is along here, so I'm quite keen to kind of draw a little line where we've got these bits here. It just sort of curves up a bit, curves up, and there's an eye here, so I'm just going to sort of draw a big curve there. And where we've just sort of missed those bits there, I'm just going to draw those bits in there. And right up here, there's this sort of the eye bit. We'll go back up where we've drawn that, and we're just going to sort of continue this crazy like curve up, and then bring it down like that. So the eye is there. Let's just denote that. We'll just put a little sort of eye area in, a nice little sort of circle there. And then a little bit maybe around like that. And then we've got a couple of big teeth here. So we've got a big old sort of triangular tooth there. We've got another one sort of coming out around here. Got another there. Another here. Another one coming out there. And another sort of sharp tooth there. That then curves around like that. The skull breaks there, comes up, and then you've got a bit of a rib cage, I suppose, the rest of him. So just gonna sort of curve my pen around, sort of give a hint of a rib cage coming out and around like that. That's all I need to do really there. Comes around this way, continues around there. There's almost like a bit of a fin that comes up around the back of him. There. Oh yeah, he's got his tail. Bring a nice curve around like that. Line it up like that. Glad I remembered that. And then the rest of this fin, kind of, I guess, what comes out from here, shoots this way, back in, down like that, and in towards there. Continue that along. Another little sort of fin pops up there. Then we've got a big old tail that kind of comes up. We're not going to be scared to kind of bring it right out and around, down like that, right to the end there. Then I can come all the way back up and in there, and then I could just draw like a little bit of a rib cage here, another little one sort of there, and then we've got two more larger ones, and it sort of comes along here, similar sort of things to this one. Bring that out and down like that, and then there's just a hint of another one coming around here, like down around there. There we go. Crazy. Got all these bits in now. I'm just gonna kind of draw in the rest of this skull area. So just gonna bring the jaw under here, and it kind of goes around down like that. Nice sort of horizontal bit there. And then I'm just gonna kind of draw in 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 5 little bits like that there. And then coming out this way, we've got like the opposite side. So I'm just gonna draw in some little jaw areas there, and then it kind of comes around here, then the inside of the mouth, and then hits up there. All right, cool. That's pretty mad sort of picture. Right, let's start let's adding a bit of detail in. Just want to add a few more sort of bone structure parts to the shark, and I'm just sort of going to draw in a few quite loose, sort of nice, or make him like angry, like pieces in here. Come around there, kind of comes around sort of this way. Just going to sort of draw in some sort of manic expression bits around him. Sort of join up some of these looser points here. Sort of like this part sort of comes out. There's sort of patterns on the inner parts of here. So this kind of like comes out, sort of like around here. So little blobs come around here. Comes back out around there. So these fins are a lot sort of darker. Just going to sort of draw around some of these points like that. It sort of continue there. There's almost like a little bit of sort of splatter this way. And that sort of splatter continues a little bit around here. It's almost like little sort of paw prints, I suppose. Go around it there. Okay, now I've got those bits in. I'm just going to add a little bit more detail to the character here, and I think we've got a few little lines in the shirt, so I can just sort of draw those in there. It's got a few little sort of tattoo bits. I'm just going to kind of give a hint of tattoos coming around here, just sort of draw some little designs on there coming around, and then we've got this tie going on in the shirt here, so I'm just going to draw a little off-center triangle there. It's got like a collar either side, so just sort of bring your pen around, just give him a bit of a collar. That tie comes out to here, and he's got a waistcoat on, so that waistcoat then sort of comes around this point and down, and then this sort of comes up around that way. Couple of buttons, a few little creases in the material around here, and around here too. And just There's one in there, and he's almost got like striped trousers, so I'm just going to give a hint of like striped trousers in there. These sort of stripes continue around here, up there. And now I've got those bits in, I think I might just start inking up, but before I do that, I am going to just block in a little bit of sort of light, sort of yellowy orange on this one, just around here. It's like a little bit of an orange base, I suppose, around here, and then I'm going to really sort of hit it with some black lines. These like little, almost like paw prints, are nice and blocked in. And this continues around there. And then this sort of gold goes over there, around here. Yeah, it's nice to get a sort of blocked in colour first of all. That kind of comes around this way, and then these bits. Just gonna sort of draw in some nice sort of loose, gonna be quite a nice loose picture. I'm gonna leave some little chips of light, sort of show that it's quite reflective. So these little bits I'm gonna kind of leave just along there. There's a nice little ridge along the top as well, so I'm gonna just draw a little line there, and then I'm gonna colour in around it. And then I'm going to just sort of come around that as well and just, there we are, block those bits like that. It's got a nice sort of bit of light coming off here, so I'm just sort of going to draw a few little circles there, and then there's little chips of light all the way up here, and there's a nice sort of chip of light up here, so I'll just make sure those bits are like looked after, and then I can just block in around here, just block in this sort of yellowy gold colour up to the teeth. And then this sort of jaw at the bottom there I'm going to fill in. And then it's kind of like behind the teeth there, there's some black behind as well. So I'm just going to block generally all that in there. And then I'm just going to, some little chips of white on the teeth as well. So I'm just going to sort of just draw little coloured triangle areas in for the teeth. So they're kind of like blocked in. There we go, got that nice sort of base colour. Let's do it for his arms as well, because it's a similar sort of tone. And the tail is sort of quite coloured in like that colour too. And this little bit in here. And then same sort of thing, so there's a nice sort of hint of light popping off this sort of gold area around the hand. I'm just sort of going to just give a hint of that. It also sort of helps sort of complete the picture a little bit quicker as well, which is always quite nice, right? These little holster bits, that colour too. It's got a little bit in there. There we go. Okay, that's starting to come together now. Just going to hit those a little bit harder with the sort of yellowy orange colour. Maybe the inside of the mouth needs it as well. Just block those bits in like that. There we go. All right, starting to come together a bit, isn't it? So next up, let's get my black pen. Let's have a look, maybe get a pro marker and start just blocking in some of this colour. So what I've done here, there's almost like a little sort of chip of sort of gold in the middle. So I'm just going to draw in a few little elements of that sort of coming out and around this way, sort of emanating from the tail area. Kind of come up sort of this way and this way too. So I'm just going to draw two lines around that as I'm working my way up. Maybe it comes all the way up to there. Then what I can do is just grab my pen and just block in some of that nice sort of ink. Start inking it up, and I've got that nice sort of little area in the back which is just going to block in some nice sort of inky colours around it. get down to the base there. Around there. Grab nice block of ink in here, and this sort of comes out, sort of emanates from around here. So there we go, and the black continues around there, in here, and it sort of comes right around sort of these areas here. Yeah, it kind of goes up this fin here, and we've got these little sort of paw prints on there. That looks cool, and then it kind of goes behind here. A nice bit of ink, sort of really enhances just a little bit of colour that we've used, which is quite nice. Just see there's some little bits behind, some little rib cages behind, so I'm just going to give a hint of that behind here, just little sort of curves coming around this way, sort of coming out this way around there, sort of little sort of hint of that around this part here too, like that. There we go, it's just already starting to look a little bit more exciting. Now I've got those bits in there. The eye has kind of got, I'm going to just fill that pretty much all in there. Sort of nice block colour in there. And there's just a few sort of little additions. So I'm just going to add like a little beast there, and like just around sort of the teeth. There's a few like nice little bits. I could just widen up those angles a little bit and make it look a little bit more interesting. And I do wonder actually if I've got a bit of a chisel tip, yeah, a bit of a chisel tip Sharpie here, which might be quite nice to use. I can just sort of start blocking in. So yeah, look at that. Really nice little bits of hatching going on with this picture. This all adds to the effect. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice one to use, that's good. Right, get that in there. And just a little lower part here as well. This is all like nice and chunky colour. So as we go down to here, it's gonna just fill these little teeth in at the bottom there, and really just enhance some of these edges with this pen. So just sort of bring my pen around. This has got a nice chisel tip, just to enhance those sort of sharky edges that we've got. Just make it, as it's in the foreground, sort of makes it a little bit more kind of menacing as well. Yeah, that's starting to work. Just bring that around here, just sort of heighten these areas at the back here. Maybe just make this sort of tail. I see like there's a little bit of sort of dot area sort of popping out at the end here. That's quite nice, kind of give that kind of effect, and I see it sort of in here as well. So I'm just going to pop a few little dots there, sort of adds to a bit of dynamism for the character and the picture. So it adds a little bit of movement, which is fun. Bring it around here, and there's like a few little areas we can just enhance a little bit around here. Yeah, look at that, that's looking pretty cool. Right, what I'm going to do, just block around Meowdas as well, just make him look more part of the picture now, sort of all coming together. These holsters, yeah, they can be filled in, and get his tail sort of working together with the picture behind. This is sort of strong. I've got a strap around it, so I'm just going to kind of add that in there, and that's it. This little part here, sort of show that he's sort of on the back of this thing. Cool, this is quite a lot of that is filled in on the holster. I think a fair little whack of that is on there. A little bit of this tyres as well actually, so I'm just going to block in a little bit more on there. Just sort of add a bit of this kind of hatching. And then we just sort of draw around these parts. There we go. I'm not going to go too far down the end there because it's quite small. And we go around here. The hair part definitely has a little bit more sort of black used on it. There we go. It's starting to work a little bit harder now as we're filling those bits in. And then we've got these sort of support bits, so sort of straps here. They can have quite a nice amount of sort of ink on them as well, so it just enhances the inking part of the picture there. A lot on here too, so just fill in a nice fair whack of that too. Right, okay, that's looking really cool. So next up, let's just start filling in the colouring of Meowdas. So I feel like we want to use sort of like a quite sort of dark, sort of browny colour for the shadow variant. So I'm just going to go in there, just block in this nice sort of browny colour all across him there, and his neck. Let's make sure I leave that little chip of white for the eye and these little scarring area. We'll go back over that in a second. Okay, got those bits in there. A little bit on the arms, so just sort of as that arm sort of turns golden, just going to have that sort of nice Shadow Meowdas colour. Same goes a bit along here, and also sort of like the tail area here kind of turns into that sort of gold around there. Cool, okay, those bits are in. Just going to get myself sort of a lighter sort of tan colour for the suit, and I'm just going to give a brush along the edges of this. So I'm going to make that white sort of really pop, make it look sort of like a creamy suit. It also helps us bounce off sort of the goldy colour that we are using now for the shark. That's it, it's starting to come together. It's a little bit more sort of dark in there, so we just add a few little bits in here. Maybe this part is pretty much that colour too. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Right, just get that kind of goldy colour again. I'm just going to do that eye in there, just enhance that, and this part there. And then I'm going to get myself like a bluey sort of grey, and I'm just going to fill in some of these areas, the hair as well. Nice sort of block colour. The tie can be this colour too. And the holster areas too, so I've got that nice sort of blue going on the picture. And then I think I might just make it pop a little bit more. Let's get myself a more substantial yellow. Just block in some of these areas on the shark, just to make it look a little bit more enhanced with the gold. So just a few little areas. Just bring out a little bit of an extra pop of the yellow. So just along some of these areas here. Maybe just on the edges. Maybe we can just do that just on some of the parts of Meowdas as well. Maybe we can just enhance those, there we are. Just sort of on the edges of it all, just to make it look a little bit more popping. And what I think I might, yeah, that's it. What I think I might do then is just grab myself a slight orangey colour. Just give a little hint on the edges, just on the edges here, of like, got this kind of like nasty shark, goldy colours. Yeah, that's it. I think that works there. I think I might just pop that darker colour just in the mouth area there. Just helps make the picture pop a little bit. Just a little hint now and again this sort of colour going on. Maybe there's a little sort of band in the middle there. Like that, kind of just nice to have a little bit of that going on. And then there's a little bit of sort of writing on the sort of tape here. And this part maybe can just be a bit darker, the sort of shadow around him. Maybe just up to that point. And then around the arm as well, I think just a little nice hint just around some of the areas that it's a bit darker. Sort of around here again, there's a little bit of detail on like the holsters and things like that. Maybe just a little hint on the tail, and maybe just on the edges around there. Yeah, that's cool. All right, just grab myself a slight bit of light blue. I'm just gonna pop some edges around here. Maybe just on the shirt, it's just got a lighter sort of blue going on around there. And then I think what I might do is he's at the beach, so let's just edge the whole thing off, right? With a nice zingy kind of beach blue, nice blue sky. So he's like surfing this shark by the beach, and a nice sort of block blue all around him. Let's make that spike up a bit. Look at that. That's really like making the picture pop now. Got this nice golds, and the oranges are popping off the blue colours nicely. Working it around him. Be all blue in there. This can come around this way, down. It's all nicely sort of blocked in, and then we'll just go lightly around sort of the shark as well. Just gives it a nice sort of electrifying sort of colour. All around. It's nice to do this sometimes. Just have a look at some of the loading screens, draw a bit more to the picture. It's nice to have a little sort of Meowdas going on. As we get down here, I can just do a hint of this blue sort of going down here. It's a nice way to sort of make it look a bit more of an action shot as well. Right over here. There we go, look, that doesn't take long. Nice sort of sweeping up to the nose, and then just bring it all around here. There we go, look at that. I think that's made it really cool. It's really enhanced the picture. And I'm going to start fiddling in a minute, but just made that shark a little bit more angry as well. I think that's quite nice to do. There we go, all right. That's it, that's Shadow Meowdas, the loading screen from Fortnite. I hope you like what you see. Let me know who to draw in the comments, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.